Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this date night look, and I love how this turned out. It's just simple and fresh and glowing, and I have just been loving those looks, and I think this is perfect for date night. I would definitely wear this with my husband on date night, and it's also very affordable. I used Morphe shadows on my eyes, and all of the rest of the products are also very affordable or drugstore products. This is also a collab video with Holly Chastain here on YouTube, and I have watched her channel since before I even had a YouTube channel myself. And I just think she's so beautiful, and she's always so glamorous, like always glamorous. And she also has an awesome blog where she does fashion posts and beauty posts, and I just feel like we have very similar tastes, so I love watching her. I love reading her blog, so definitely head over to her channel. I will have it listed below, but my look is a little bit softer, and she did a little bit more dramatic look for date night, so definitely head over there. And also at the end of our videos, we're going to be showing you guys some outfit ideas to pair with this look. So if you'd like to see how I got this look and what I paired it with at the end, then go ahead and stick around.
Since I don't have a lot going on with my eyes, I'm doing my base first, and I applied this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade 103. This was my first time using it, and I really like this foundation so far, and I made sure to drag that along my neck as well. Then it's time to cover up those dark circles. I'm using my Maybelline Ivory wine in the shade Brightener first to cancel them out. Then I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Classic Ivory, under my eyes, around my mouth, on my chin, a little bit down the bridge of my nose, and then a little bit on the center of my forehead, just to give us a little bit more brightness to the center of the face. Now you just want to go ahead and blend all of that concealer out, and I am of course using my damp beauty blender as well. And whenever I blend out the concealer around my eyes, I do take that onto my lids because I love using that LA Girl Pro Conceal as a base for my shadows. I definitely do not get oily, but I do have to set the center of my face and my concealer with some powder, so I'm just using this one from Rimmel and applying that just to the center of my face where my foundation tends to break up. Now to warm up my skin, I pulled out an oldie but a goodie. I used to love this so much. This is an NYC Sunny bronzer, and I'm using a Sigma F10 brush, just warming up my skin and going in the hollows of my cheeks, around the forehead, and then along the sides of my chin to give my skin a little bit more warmth. I wanted to give my cheekbones a little bit more definition, so I'm using that same bronzer in a Real Techniques contour brush, just giving myself a light contour along my cheekbones. Then I did also contour my nose because I'm just obsessed with it. I can't stop doing it, so I'm just using this really tiny Morphe brush, going along the sides of my nose and slimming it down. You can tell such a big difference. And then I'm taking this buffing brush and just buffing out any of those lines so that it doesn't look too harsh. For my cheeks, I'm using the shade called Sugar Mama from NYX. It's just such a beautiful peach that has a really pretty sheen to it. Just makes your skin look really nice and healthy. So I'm applying that to my cheekbones, and then I'm going over it with this Milani bronzer, and I applied it right over that blush for a little bit more glow and brought it up on my temples as well. For my eyes, I am using the Jaclyn Favorites palette from Morphe, and I'm applying this taupe shade to my crease first with a big fluffy brush. I'm just blending back and forth, just giving us a nice transition color to help everything else blend out really seamlessly, give us a little bit of definition. Now I'm going in with one of my favorite shades from the palette, and this is just such a beautiful kind of caramel color. I apply it first to the outer third of my eye, then you can just see I start blending it out and diffusing it in towards that inner corner. For my lid, I'm using this really beautiful shimmering bronze shade, and I'm applying this with just a flat shader brush from e.l.f., and I'm really packing that color onto the lid and taking it all the way up into that crease. The Jaclyn palette didn't have a matte black in it, so I picked up my 35C, and I just used this really tiny brush from Morphe, and I'm just lining my lash line really closely with this black shadow. I didn't want to use any liquid liner because I do want to keep this look really soft. I decided I wanted a little bit more warmth, so I picked up this really fun orange shade, just brush this right along that upper crease area. Now I'm just prepping my lashes. I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and applying a thin layer, and then I went in with these lashes from Kiss, and they are in the style Poise. They're just really pretty and wispy and natural looking. And then I went in with a brown liner. This one's from the Balm because I don't have one that I love from the drugstore, so I lined my upper and lower waterlines with this, and then I did bring that onto my lower lash line just a little bit. To smoke out that lower lash line, I went back to my Jaclyn Favorites palette and I picked up this chocolate shade. And I'm just running this all along that lower lash line and really buffing out that liner that we just applied. Anytime I apply something darker to my lower lash line, I like to go in with something a little bit lighter and buff it out. So I picked up that caramel shade and I am taking this all the way from outer corner to inner corner. Now just apply a little bit of mascara to those lower lashes, and now it's time to highlight. And I'm using this highlight shade from the Jaclyn Favorites palette. This is really comparable to Shroom by MAC. It's just such a beautiful highlight. So I applied that to my brow bone and then also to the inner corner of my eyes. For lips, I didn't want to do anything too crazy for date night. I wanted to keep it more on the natural side. So I'm using this lip liner by LA Girl in the shade Natural. I'm just lining my lips to give them a little bit more definition. And then I'm using my favorite drugstore nude. This is Nude Cream by Milani. I'm applying this all over my lips and really making sure to blend that in with that lip liner. And then of course I am going to finish this off with the NYX Butter Gloss. They are just my favorite drugstore lip glosses. This is in the shade Tiramisu. And once you get that on, your makeup look is complete. Since the makeup is light and fresh, I kept my outfit light and fresh too. So I wore these blush pumps from Steve Madden, and I kept the outfit pretty affordable as well. I wore this beautiful top from Forever 21 and some white denim from Charlotte Russe, and just paired it with a light nude bag. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!